FMTraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hello, people. Glad to have you here. I'm here with the wonderful Nick Hunter. Nick is a senior engineer at RCC who has been here many times before. He has a really unique way of getting FileMaker to bend to his will. But generally, we've been covering more basic topics than over the last couple of weeks, so we learned all the cool Nick tips and tricks while understanding some more fundamental FileMaker concepts. Real quick, let's talk about our training schedule. There's been some shuffling. Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be both set use and transfer variables, this mini-series with Nick about variables. Thursday will be 20 free FileMaker MBS functions to change your development. I highly recommend you come to that, seriously. The stuff that Christian is going to talk about makes working in FileMaker infinitely easier. Friday, FileMaker charts the speed AI with Jonathan Ray, and then Monday and Tuesday, Nick starts his next mini-series about FileMaker auto-enter calculations, which should be interesting. Real quick, if you'd like to support the channel, we'd greatly appreciate it. We have our FM Training annual subscription bundles. There's 3 options for these here, basically. This one comes with FileMaker. These 2 are both sets of videos. This one has more videos. This training series has videos that come in like 9 to 20-minute bite-sized commentary on all the subjects. You can get very specific. We cover pretty much everything underneath the FileMaker platform, cloud, server, WebDirect, Go, everything you want to know about actual FileMaker, all that jazz. We discuss it. So that's something that you can use. Sorry, if you're distracted by questions. But yeah, if you're like, man, live streams don't work for me, these probably will. You don't have to worry about anything distracting you. With that being said, I think we're probably good. Nick, what are we doing today?
Hello, Margaret, everybody. Thank you for joining today. So today we do second day of the variable. Okay, so talking about variables. So yesterday we discovered a little bit how behaves. We have 2 types of variables: the local and the global, the $1 and the $2, and we discover how they behaves, okay, and how they behave and how they how they interact, right? So, and what we can do with them, and the limitation and the advantage and disadvantage of all of them, right? So today we're going to continue that. Okay, so we're going to learn how to move, how to use this stuff, So we are going to send variable to one script to another, and maybe to one file to another, and so we'll see how thing goes. I'm going to also, because I forgot to do that, but I'm going to share the screen, the file into my server, and I forgot. So just realized it. So the file is not shared, because I want to show you how we do with the PSOS, the perform script on server. Okay, so for that I need the script on server, but it could be on another script that's the same. We can simulate that. It's just, if I don't have the time to share my screen, when we do the question or something like this. So share my file. So okay, so let's start. So this is the variable that we have yesterday, right? So we have this, and you remember I told you that this, when we run this, right? So when we run this situation here, so we set this variable. So we have the variable here, right? And we show the dialog, so everything okay. And then we go to another script. And when we go to another script, the variable not there, right? Is not, right? So, but let's say I want that variable to be there, right? I want it, but how I can do that? Okay, so because sometimes you want to send the variable to the other side as well. Okay, so how we do that? So very simple, right? For that, we use the script parameters. So first, what I want to do, I want to copy this, right? I want to copy this variable here. I copy it, right? And I'm going to put the name of the variable into the parameters. That means now I'm going to send the contents of that variable as a script parameter to the other script. So let's demonstrate this. So I have the variable here with the nick here. Or let me move this on the screen. I have nick here. And go there. I have my dialog, and then here I am into the other script, and I don't have the variable. But if I look on my script parameters, I have nick. So that means the script sends the content of that variable, right? That variable, my name here into their parameters of the other scripts, right? So now in that script, so let's quit this. If I send the parameter, I can easily recreate the same variable, right, into the other scripts. So I reset the variable in the other script, the local variable. I reset it, but the content, the value will be get script parameters, okay? That means in this script, I'm setting the variable with the value I want. And when I perform that script, I send the content of that variable into the script parameter. And then in that script, I reset a variable with the same name, but with the content of the parameter that I'm sending, right? So that means now, if I perform that script, right, I have the variable here because I just did it on that script and on this. I have here and I have here. So I have the same variable on both scripts, right? So this is how you send a variable to a local variable to another script, right? This is what you do. You send this to another script, right? So, and the other scripts gather the variables, gather the script parameters, and resets the exact same variable on both scripts. So that means you are now sure that all the calc and everything you refer to that variable are available on both scripts, right? So far, do we have any questions?
Nope, not at the
No.
moment.
Okay. So where it becomes to be, because this is a good technique. So you saw what I did, right? So you copy the scripts step, you paste the same name on these scripts, right? Paste it. Then you show it to have the same names, right? And then you reset the variable with the parameter, and the parameter is whatever the variable on the original scripts, right? So now, if we don't have any question, I want to show you that how we do when we want to send two parameters, two variables, because one is easy, right? What about two variable, right? 2, 3, 4 variable, right? So here I have the name and let's say date, right? Let's say we have a date. So I want to send the name and the date. So here I'm setting a name, I set the name, and I'm going to set the date. right? So the date can be whatever, today. Okay, so I have a date and I have a name. So I'm creating another variable, date, right? And I'm selecting whatever the date is, right? So now I have two. So how we do that, right? Very simple. We do a list of both variable. That's what we do. We send my name and date, right? As a parameter, right? So here, how it looks. So we do this, this, and then we look what the parameter is. The parameters is Nick and the date. I have two values, Nick and the date as a parameter. That's the list. List is doing this, right? So just a recap on the list. When you do a list like this, right? We will do this next year. That is planned to do there. We're going to work on every single of those, function. We're going to run through. We're going to run on all of those, right? So I will come to the list and stuff like that. But I want to show you what the list do for the one didn't know. The list do this. List, if I want the list of this and this is what I get, right? I know some of you are doing this and this, right? But this is poor design, this slow, and hard to build. The list like this is much better, much reliable, and much faster, right? So I have my list of my two parameters that I'm sending to the other scripts, right? So I'm going to copy that script step and I'm going to paste that scripted here. But now I cannot say get script parameters, right? Like I did here. I can't do that because the script parameter are two parameters. So I need to dispatch the two values, remember those two values? I need to dispatch those two values. The first, I want to go in my name, and the second to go in dates. So how we do that? Remember? Yeah, I know. Remember, I told you that uh, the most powerful tool we have in FileMaker, the most powerful component is the values, because we have a lot of functions and possibility with the values. So I have two values here. So I have two values, right? Two, right? So let's do this. So I want to get, now I can just do this. I want to get the first value of my list, but I want to get only this one. So you said get value, the list of value, and the value number is 1. That Nick, and the value number is 2. That the date. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? So now you know how we can receive those things we say, okay, so I have the script parameters. I want the get value of this, of the script parameter, and I want the value 1, right? Get the, I don't know, value. Okay, get value. Okay. And now this is the value 2. So I get the value 1 here and the value 2 here of the script parameters, right? So when I perform that script, I set my value, my name, I set the date. So now I have I have my name and date in that script. I'm sending the 2 as a script parameters in the other scripts here, the 2. And now I dispatch. The first is my name and the second is dates. And now I have the same environment. So I sent both of them, right, to the other scripts, right? And I recreate them identical, right? Then you can reuse the same name because they are the same. But sometimes, if you have two scripts like this, that refer to the same calculation, then you don't have to take care of the different name. You rename them. Now those two live here in that script and in that script because I recreate them identical. But that's how you do. So far, questions?
Nope, not at the moment.
Okay.
Someone said they're interested in definitely learning about transferring variables between multiple databases, but that'll be later in discussion.
Yeah, I will do that. I think there's no difference, but I will do it. Gladly do. I will gladly do it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Between two files. This. Yeah. So let's finish this and let's start with this. So who is interesting with this? Let's do a poll right quick on Discord because YouTube there's delays. Who is interesting? Who is very interesting with this between two files?
Yes, from Canberra. Yeah, very from Foxy Jack.
Okay.
So David says yes. So there's
Okay.
Top Cat says yes. So
Okay. So let's speed up. Now the difficulty is this. Let's say that the difficulty. I have a related table, right? And I have a name and I have a city, right? And here, name. I'm doing very simple things, right? Name, because the boss asked me to. So now I have a file. Let's put that on the side here. And I have this here, related table, and I want the city. Okay. So Nick is in Stockton, is in Santa Clara. Okay. Is in Bogota, is in Corfu, is in Monaco, is in Nice, is in many places, Nick. Okay. So I have this. And now I want to send over the air, right? The name, the date, and all the cities related to that guy. I want to send all of this. Okay. So list of, remember the naming, this is a list of cities, right? And I want the list of the city. Yes, the list function now has another way to behave. It's a different behavior for the same function. I have this behavior where I have the list of that field, this field, this field, this field, this field on, and you say, okay, boom, this is the list of those fields, of the content of the fields. Okay. This is one way. But if I do this, then it's different. It's getting the list of pretty much what is inside this poll here. That's what I get. I get the list of the poll, right? So if I add a city like, I don't know, San Francisco, now it's there in the list as well, correct? That's the list. So my variable is a list of cities. And I want to send this to my parameter as well. So I'm sending my name, date, and city using also the list function. And here it will do a list. Hold on. Let's copy this. It do a list, right, of this. So I have doing a list of the content of my name, the content of date, and the content of list of cities. So Nick, date, and the cities. Correct? Okay. So now I'm sending that over there. Boom. So now my script parameters will be the same, will be Nick, the date, and my list of cities. So now I'm going to that script here and I want to collect the list of cities, right? But I cannot use the get value. No, we use another way. The get value gets whatever the script parameter, it get the value 1 and the value 2. Now, I want to select the middle values of the get script parameters starting on the value number 3. Why? Because the 1 is my name, the second is date. I want to start on the third included, which is the third in my list. You remember my list? I have Nick, the dates, and the list of city. I want the list of city. The first is the name, the second is the date. So I'm starting on the third included. That is included. So I'm saying I want 3 from the third, get me this, get me from the third, get me whatever, like 1 million, 1 million values, whatever. Not typically I'm doing that like this, right? So 99,000. I'm putting 9999 like this. So and that means you get whatever after at the third value included, everything after that, right? So let's copy this and let's see how it works. So let's say now here, yeah, so let's go. here, 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 here. So I'm sending now to my script parameter, right? And I'm getting this. So what did I do here? See, middle value started from the third and 99,000 value after that. Okay. But here I have only this, so it doesn't care about 99. It won't create value that is not there. It will select. It will select up to 99,000 values, but here I have only 7. Okay. But if I do this, look what happened. Look, look, see? So I'm starting from the second, the third. I want to start from the third, right? And get this. So now my parameter, my list of city, I have my three variable. I have Nick, I have the dates, and I have my list of cities, right? And now with this, I can, for example, my name Nick Good Bad, earn you did this on N% dollar dates, right? N%, and you lived there. Took, right? Like this, for example, and my list of city, right? So now, look what happened. I'm here, I have list of city here, the date and the name on the field. So I want to use that on scripts. The first, I'm collecting the information. I'm creating the variable. Then I'm setting all the content of three variable in a list, the name, the date, and the list of cities. I'm dispatching again those I separate them, right? My name, date, and list of city. And then I can use them wherever I want. Boom. Correct? So now you see that on the custom dialog, the title is if my name is Nick, which is the case, a good. And then I have, you did that on dates and you lived there, list of city, right? So this is how you send multiple data, multi-value, right, to the other script. So if we don't have any question, I can continue, or do we have questions?
When I use this technique, I also remove the last character because if I don't, it includes the enter character. But maybe
No, basically because you don't use you don't use the list function. That's why you have this problem. So explain that. Okay, rephrase for me. Sorry, I interrupt you.
Oh, okay. You
Yeah,
need me to
can
repeat the
repeat
question.
yeah.
Cool. When I use this technique, I also remove the last character because if I don't, it includes the enter character. But maybe I've been doing it wrong.
Yeah, you do wrong. Okay, so you don't. No. Okay, so that means your list is not a clean list. That means you use the n%, carriage return, n% carriage return, or something like this. Because if you use always a list, you never have an extra carriage return at the end. Demonstration add-ons. So if I do this, okay. So if I do this, right? If I go there, I have no carriage return at the end. I don't. I don't. And if I concatenate all of them, okay, so that means I'm sending all of them if I do a concatenation like I do, you go to the script parameters, at the end, you don't have an extra character. You don't. See, you can see you don't have an extra character at the end. So something wrong. You don't use the list function like I do here. Because if you do, you have no problem. And the middle value as well. The middle value here, if I do this, boom, boom, boom. If I go to my list of cities here, I don't have an extra character. I'll have, ah, what the heck? Hold on. Maybe you're right. That's what you mean about the middle value? List of, oh, is it running? Is my script running? Yeah. List of cities. Let me see this. I have an extra character. Uh, easy to see. You do a value count on this. It says 7. No, you don't, because I have 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you don't have no. It's illusion. I mean, yeah. So sorry for that. No. You don't have a problem. You have 7 values. If you had an extra character at the end, you will have 7. You are 8, but here have 7, like it should be, right? You have 1 value, 2 value, 3 value, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you don't have, if I go and I take the get value, let's do a test here. The list of value is this, and I want the 7th, right? So I take the last one, and I want to count the length of this. I have 13 characters. So is that the case? San Francisco, 13 character, 1, 2, 3, 4 with a space, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 13 characters. So you don't have, you don't have an extra characters. Like for example, if I do this and I want to extract the last character, so I'm doing right on this one, I have the O, right? You understand? So you don't have an extra character. See, if at 8, he said nothing. 9, nothing. 7. So you see, you don't have an extra character at the end. It's an illusion of their. It's an illusion of their. I don't know. The script, the was it whatever data viewer or something like this, because you don't have problem, right? You understand that's what you want to say. It was about the middle values.
Yeah, I think so.
But okay. So but no, you don't have an extra character. It's not there. I think they have an issue with this middle, shows you that you might have an extra character you don't. I never had a problem, so that's why I was super surprised to see that. But because I'm using that for years, and I'm counting on this. I'm counting on this because most of the time, thanks to that value, thanks to this technique of list of value, list, thanks to that technique of listing everything, I can do something like this. I can do something like this. Value counts, because see, we have a lot of value stuff. Value. We have a lot of value stuff. We have all of these values, right? So we have a lot of values here. Blah, blah, unique value, sort value, right, middle, left, get, filter, value counts. We have a lot of value stuff. Okay, so value counts on my list of city. So now we can do something like this. And you live in, n% number of cities, right? Space n%, right? We can do like this. So now I know how many cities I have because I'm counting the value that I have in my variable. and I create another variable, and this variable now I'm using here. So you understand the benefits of variable within a script. Because imagine that in imagine that I'm not using the variable, right? And I'm saying here, if get value script parameter one equal Nick this. You did this on get value script parameter two, and you lived in get value get script parameter three. You understand the problem here? So if you add all those calculations here, now this is readable. If my name equal Nick, you did this on date and you lived in number of cities. So this is readable. So now I can run that script, right? Boom. You did this honor and you lived in 7 cities. Boom. And you have the list, right? So, and if you had an extra cash return or whatever, this discount would have been wrong, would have been 8. So you don't have problem with this. I mean, I need to see your issue, but there's no issue here. So if you want now, if we don't have any other questions,
I don't really see any.
so we did learn something here.
Oh, wait. Question.
Yeah.
Past parameters with JSON would be more complicated? Question mark.
Yes. 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 I don't like to use that. You know why? I'll tell you why. I, I don't want to name things. I don't know. Here, my technique. I don't want to name things. And then you need to say, set JSON, and you need to do, name name the elements, and then you need to say what it is. It's, and then you need to do that set JSON, and then you have to go over there and get JSON elements, name the JSON element, name it, type it. You need to type. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's super complicated. Here it's super easy. Get parameter one, and this is a hard way because I have a better way. I have this. I have a very nice custom function for you that is there, right? So I don't need to say get value. No, get parameter two, and get parameter free. Pretty much I have a custom function that do that, right? But I don't need to name things. You understand? I don't need to name. So, and if you don't know, if you don't remember what the parameter is, I'm doing this. Look this. Copy this name, right? So now that I have MBS, I can do, but so I'm doing this. This is my parameters. I copy this, my comments in the script, and I send it over there. So now I remember that my name is the first, date is the second, and list of city the third. Oh, this will be this I shouldn't have. This is the I need to I didn't oh let's do a very nice custom function here, right? So get value, get script parameter value number one. Okay. So let's modify this, right? I want to modify this. I want to say middle, I can modify this. Middle values. This is middle values or middle value? Yeah, middle values. Middle values, right? Middle value, get script parameter, right? Right? So start value and end value. Okay. So this I'm going to change this. This is start value, and I have the end value. Start value, end values. Start value, end values. Because middle values get free from me. Okay. So now I modified my get script parameter. I want to one. I want to two, but I want one, and I want three, one, right? And then no, here is 3 to 99999, right? So I want to start from the value one, I want one value. I want to start from value two, I want one value. And I want to start from value three, I want 9999. So now I have a brand new, very nice custom function just for you, just fresh, that do the job with one script, with one custom function only. So let's see if it works, right? Boom, 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 boom. It works. You live on 7 City, blah, blah, blah. So, um, so here we have, yeah. So now, so if you don't have any other questions,
No.
yeah.
Hmm.
No, the JSON is complicated. I tried and I get rid of it. Why? Is because I was spending like hours building the JSON stuff. Maybe I'm doing something wrong with the JSON. I don't know, but it's complicated. It's you need to name, you need to type. Here I don't type, I don't name. I say 1, 2, 3. And sometimes when I have a complex, so sometimes I have 15, 20, right? I'm doing this, I prefer doing this, parameter two, so parameter two and parameter three, doing something like this, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah, right? So that's it, right? Understand? So if we have time, but I don't think we'll have. But I will continue tomorrow on this. I want to explore more on this.
Hmm.
So they're sending parameter to another file. Okay, maybe maybe we can do that tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because it's 47, and I don't want to get too long. You know, next tomorrow I'm going to start with the multiple file. Okay, so let's continue on this. Okay, let's say now, right? I have the cities, but also I have another related table. This is cities. And now I have functions or job, you know. So I have the name and job title. So I have two lists here. Okay. I have two lists here. The name and the job title. Okay. So job title is a FM developer, piano restorer, and what else I do? Pinball fixing. Okay. Okay. This is the first thing I do. Um, if your father will be here, we say I'm an escort professional stuff, but no. Okay, but he's not here. Uh, so um, here I have two lists. So here the problem. Let's say I want to collect that list. list of jobs, right? So I want the list of whatever job I have here for that guy, correct? So far, so good. I have this, and this. So now I have the list of cities and the list of jobs. But what about now? I'm going to send that list of jobs behind, the cities. So here's the problem. You do this, boom, 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 boom. So if I go there, I go to my script parameters. Here what I get. Nick, dates, list of cities, and this. Well, yes, but what about, so I said, here I have one parameter only. See, this is always, I will have one. Dates, I will have one. Here, it's unpredictable how much I will have. Could be 1, 2, 0, could be 5, could be 10. So, the problem. I cannot do this. I cannot do this, say, okay, I have 7 city plus 2 other parameters. So start to the parameter 9, you know, start value 9 and say I want the 9 because it's unpredictable. I cannot do that because this can change. I can have this will work if I have 7 city. If I have 7 city, but if I have 6, this is not 9 anymore. You understand the problem here? And if it's 1, this is not 9 anymore. If I have 1 city, for example, right? This will be, and what about this one? I said from the third, take 999. So if I do this, if I run this script, look what happened. Look what happened. My list of city is including also, because they start from the third included, and it's say 99,000. So I'm taking all of those, right? All of those. And the list of job is this. I'm starting from San Francisco. So it's not good. This technique is not good. So what do we do? So I know even the JSON is a big mess on this because it's an array. Okay, I don't even want to go there. So this is what you get. This is my list of cities. It's multiple values. My list of cities is multiple values. And I want to make this one unique value, not 7, 10. I want one value, but I want all the data. So here what you do. Substitute my list and you replace the carry return by a special character of your choice. I love this character with a paragraph character. I love it because most likely you will never encounter it in a text. Most likely, it happened once in my freaking life, and the guy, was using the same character to do the same thing, to separate things, right? So I didn't get lucky. That happened in 1999, right? I remember the dates. So in my career, it happened once. Okay. So it's okay. Once can happen. So now that I have this is one value. So let me show you, okay? Let me show you. If I do this, if I do value count on this, it sets seven values. But if I do value count on this, I have one. There's one value. This is one unique value. Okay? But I have all my data. So let's go there. Let's replace this by this, and this by this. By jobs. Right? So what happened now? Well, I'm sending this, but I'm going to send this stuff. I'm going to send the name. I'm going to send the dates. I'm going to send the list of city like this, and I'm going to send the list of job like this. Correct? Correct. Now, if I send this here, right? And I say like this, 3 and 4. So this now is predictable. This is one value, one value, one value, one value. It's predictable. I want the first, and I want one value. I want the second, I want one value. I want the third, one value, and the fourth. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Is following. Right? So what happens if I now send those parameters over there? This happens. So my parameter now, I'm receiving this 1, 2, 3, and 4 values, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. They are predictable. They are one value. I can have here 2 million or whatever, 200, 500, 600. I don't care. Is one value. I can have 200, 500. I don't care. It's one value, right? So now, so it's predictable, totally, completely predictable. 1, 1, 1, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, predictable. Now, there's a different here. For this list of, that's why the name is very important, because the list of, the list of, so this is the fourth, the list of job, list of jobs. Okay. List of jobs, list of city, this is what I get. I said yes, yes, substitute in the line whatever my special character, substitute with the Claris return. You do the exact opposite. So that means you substitute at the beginning, when you send it, before sending it, you substitute the Claris return by this special character. And then when you receive the package, you say, okay, substitute the special character by the Claris return. And then you get back your list. It's just to send the package. You wrap the package, you send the package, and then when you receive the package, you unwrap it. So now, look what happened. Doing this, boom, 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 boom. So here, list of jobs, 1, 2, 3. List of city, 7. Name, Nick, date, date. And on the original scripts, list of job were like this, list of city were like this. So in this script, I substitute the Claris return by the special character. And this script here, I'm substituting the special character by the Claris return. So I wrap and wrap, right? So doing this, right? And yes, I have a custom function for that. I'm going to, send it, make it tomorrow. But doing this, you are not bothered by the unpredictability of the parameter you send in a variable, right? So I'm exactly on time. Questions? No questions.
Can you count the number of cities, set this in a variable counter, and then start after this variable counter?
Can you?
Repeat it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you count the number of cities, set this in a variable counter, and then start after this variable counter?
But this is what I've done. You have the counts of the city. So I don't understand the question. So if you can give some, I mean, I understand the question. I mean, I understood the question that way. Let's say I've done it. You have the list of cities. You extract the list of city, and then you create a variable based on the count on how many values you have. Right. So if we have another question, then in that case, that helps our friend to give some information if you have another question, Marge.
Um, just a comment, if you're using UUID, Unicode will prevent the dash character from being treated as a word separator.
Yeah, but I don't care because I don't separate words. I use values. So demonstration is okay. Yeah, not here. Let's say on city I have a UUID, right?
Hmm.
So I'm going to the cities and I'm going to put the UUID on the cities. I don't care because I don't count the name the words. So I already reused this. So equal get UUID, boom. So I'm my UUID here. I'm using that all the time. So that's why I know about myself. I'm sure myself. Okay. So I want to gather, you know, list of UUID cities, right? So going there and I want this. So now I have this, right? And on the other side, that's why this technique is cool because I just build this set variable in the original script. And on the subscript that receive this, I do this, right? And I just need to change this. No, stupid FileMaker. Get parameter value. So this now is the value for that value for one. And you change this with this, right? Right? And of course, now you need to make sure that you push this one because I have another one coming here. I have an additional one, so I need to push this one more, right? So you need to, otherwise those two will be the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's why it's easy with the count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see here. So now I don't care because it's not a wording count. So I don't separate words. I separate values. So I have this. So this will go like this. List of value, city value is this, and boom, this is the first. This and boom, this is the second. This and boom, this is the third, right? So far so good. Okay. So when I go there, I go boom, boom, good, poof, 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 poof. List of UUID, boom. List of UUID city. Oh, one, two, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or maybe I did a mistake over there. Hold on. No, list of city UUID. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I forgot to send it. Okay. I forgot to send it here. I need to this, and I need to send those over there. Okay, so let's go. Boom, 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 boom. And then I'm going there. Dun, 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 dun. So list of UUID cities. Boom. I have my UUIDs, right? And here in this script, I have my UUIDs like this. I don't do count word separation. I don't need. I do value separation. And what is a value? What is a value? It's two. This is a value. Value 1. This is the value. Okay. And if I do this, now I have two values. I have two values. This is a value. This is a value. Separated by Claris return. Whatever word, whatever characters, your value is a piece of text separated by Claris returns. Okay? That's a value. So, we learned something today.
I certainly did. Yep. No, thank you. Learned something new again. Great stuff today. Thank you, Nick and Margs. Very nice explanations today. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah. Tomorrow I do the multiple file stuff, which is the natural following of what we just did. Right?
Yes.
So.
Thank you, Nick. Seriously,
Thank
it's always
you.
awesome having you on.
Okay,
We will
thank you
see
very
you
much.
tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Got a report of an individual up here who may be a FileMaker license. Well, it's potentially expired. Look at the back of that car right there. Looks like the FileMaker license has expired. Sir, I need you to step out of the vehicle. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Sir!